Hey guys, coming back to you from, of course, the good old Powerstroke. You know, we've been taking this thing pretty much everywhere to get some miles on it, make sure nothing goes wrong, you know, when we start traveling and stuff like that. Not saying towing the Explorers for the first couple is going to put a big load on it, but I'm just want to make sure that we get a decent amount of mileage on it before we do anything crazy like that. But I did have something that I wanted to talk about. So, of course, being me, I wanted to see how fast this thing would go 0-60. So I was like, you know what? Let's charge the Draggy up. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, I wonder if it's going to be the first, like, Draggy run on a Powerstroke, the 2021 anyway. So I did my looking, and on YouTube there is not another video of somebody doing a Draggy pull on the 2021. I did find somebody that did just the, like, when you can get a little time slip and post it, and he did that on a 2021. He's in Florida. Well, the DA in Florida is, like, on his time slip showed 175. That is amazing compared to the DA we have here in West Texas. But I wanted to see what I could do anyway. I know Car and Driver came out saying that the Powerstroke was the fastest, like, heavy duty truck you can get with a 0-60 to 6.1 seconds. That's not fast by any means, and I felt like this was a little quicker, so I went ahead and did my own. I did 4 runs, one in 2-wheel drive with traction control off, sucked horrendously, and I did one in 4x4 with traction control on, and it was alright, but it was like a 6.8. And I was like, man, what the hell? So I did it again, and I got like a 6.72, I think is the fastest I can get. And I just didn't. They must be doing these speed runs when the DA is like perfect, because I checked, and the DA while the runs that I was doing is like 5,000. Which I don't know if that, I don't know how it works. It could accumulate to bringing it down like 0.6 of a second, because that'd be a lot. But I just couldn't find a decent way to get this thing off the line. No matter what I did, traction control intervenes, especially in 2-wheel drive. Even turning it all the way off. I turned traction control off, advanced track off, didn't do it. Wouldn't even let me do a burnout. Like, that's how bad it was. 4-wheel drive, I didn't even bother turning the traction control off, because I don't think it would have any sort of effect to it, which I may go back and try again. Another thing I was looking at is I was reading the guy's little time slip, and he did a 2nd gear launch, which, let me mess with some stuff right now. Huh. You know what? I may have to give that one a shot. I think I still have the Draggy in the truck too, but the private road that is closed normally, you know, in Lubbock that I do this on is open right now, so we can't do it until we either go to Mexico or get another private road that's closed for us. And yeah, so let's see. First run was 2-wheel drive, traction control off. It just spun. Second one's 4x4. Third one's 4x4. And then just for shits and giggles, I did traction control on 2-wheel drive, and it got 0-60 in like 7 seconds or so. So I don't understand. It feels a lot quicker to me, but I guess, like, when you get on it from first gear, of course you have turbo lag, but then it's just traction control kills it. But like if you mash on it at like 45 to, I would say 90 is good. Goes pretty quick. I will say that it does hit the speed limiter in the quarter mile. So it hits 95 in the quarter mile and just stays there for a little bit. Not for very long, probably a second and a half at the most. Trying to think what else. We haven't been doing much with the Explorer lately, just because we're using it as a commuter car now. I mean, we had our fun with it. You know, we drag raced it a lot at the drag strip and all that stuff, but the last revision that we got on the ethanol tune was very spicy. And the transmission did not like the 1 to 2 shift or the 2 to 3 shift. And then it decided it wanted to stick itself in fourth for 5 minutes before it would come out. Like, we would stop and it would still stay in fourth, like lugging itself. So when we got to a place safely where we could turn it off and turn it back on, damn, there's a fucking road sign in the middle of the road. Once we got it where we could safely, you know, park on the side of the road and stuff like that, it went back to normal. I'm just not trying to break it, because first of all, it's not technically mine, it's Hannah's. That's the car she uses to get around with. And if I broke it, I'd feel really bad. Not saying we couldn't get it fixed, but she would definitely be pissed off at me. So we're gonna leave that alone. Probably leave this thing alone pretty much, but I may try and do some Draggy videos later on and see if the mileage, you know, because they say when you break in a diesel or when you break in a vehicle, you get more power. I don't necessarily believe so. I figure, you know, they say they're broken when you get them. I just drive them like a bat out of hell, right off the lot. If they're gonna break in, they're gonna break in the way that I drive, so that's how I do it. And I really haven't had a ton of trouble. Where am I, first of all? But I've never had like a ton of trouble with the vehicle, except for the Focus. But that was my fault, because I turned launch control up to red line, and I would launch it red line at the track. It did great for the first like 15 times, and then it decided to have a problem. Ooh, that truck's getting close. I don't know why you would take a semi through there. Oh, I'm on Avenue Q. Never been that way to Avenue Q. Anyways, so that's story on that. But I'm gonna post the 0 to 60 or 8th mile videos. I'm not gonna count the quarter mile just because I hit the speed limiter, so it's kind of lame, you know. But I'm gonna put traction control off, 2-wheel drive, traction control on, 2-wheel drive, and then the slower 4x4 and the fastest one. And that should be it. If you have any questions, you know, go ahead and comment. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, trying to blow this Powerstroke stuff up, especially because it will be the first Powerstroke 2021 Powerstroke Draggy pull on YouTube. So blow it up. Uh-oh. That's my alarm. Should have woke up. Alright, but I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.
Fuji. 60. Quarter mile. 60.